Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nenna, and today we're back with another part. Actually, not another part. We're back with The Sims 2, and today I am in the Goth household. Now, before we get into the household, I just want to announce something. It's nothing special. To try and include you guys more into the episodes. So I was thinking that depending on the episode, I may start to include some polls every now and then so we can be a bit more interactive. I think they'll be really fun. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to change my storyline to fit your storyline, so if you're thinking you can change the entire Let's Play, you're a little bit mistaken, because I'm not going to do that. But I want some involvement. I love it when we get together and just kind of plan out our little things together. And you've been really, like, I have to thank you guys so much. You've been so incredibly engaged with my Pleasant View families. I'm shocked. I have never had this much engagement in any Let's Play. So it almost makes me want to tear up, because I'm not going to go into much detail about this, but I've had so many shit years on YouTube where no matter what I did, I just didn't feel like I was improving. And the last 2 months, I've been just trying to focus so much on the positive and the good in life. And all of a sudden, besides Corona happening, which wasn't very good, my channel has just been blooming and flourishing, and I'm seeing so much growth and so much improvement, and I am super thankful for that. I'm super grateful. I want to thank you guys so much for watching my channel, for subscribing to you guys. There's like almost more than 150 more of you, which is insane, fucking insane. I've never fucking had that in my life ever. So I am feeling really grateful. So if you guys want to be involved in my Let's Play, all you have to do, you don't have to be subscribed, but go to my community tab. Even if you're not subscribed, you don't really care about my channel, maybe it's fun if you just could go to my community tab and just click on there and vote for the particular thing that I'm asking at that time. So there are a few polls I suppose you could vote for, but depending on, whenever I posted that, you'll just have to kind of eye out and see what I upload when and when the poll was uploaded. So you guys are, what I will do is, from now on, for the future references, Dawn, get the hell out of the bathroom. Grandpa here needs to, not Grandpa, wow, Grandpa, sorry, Mortimer, doing you such injustice. Yesterday, you guys, I'm almost done talking. Yesterday, you guys voted for the for the Dreamer family and the Goth family. At the time, I was out of time because of the time zone differences, right? So I had like a few hours before going to sleep, so I managed to get a 44% between the Dreamer and the Goth household. So as promised, I promised myself this, I would do a Goth episode, but you guys can vote for tomorrow's episode, so definitely go ahead and do that. And like always, you guys can leave comments in the description box down below to just tell me what you think of how things are going, really. Okay, now I've done much of my talking. I'll have a disclaimer in the description box down below to skip the first 4 minutes, so don't worry, not everyone has to sit through this, but if you did, thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for everything that's been going on with us. And I know it sounds very cheesy, but I do love every fucking comment, and it just makes me super happy to have engagement with you guys. And anyway, we're here in the Goth family household. Ooh. So I don't know if you saw my Broke Family episode. I worked out a few things. I wanted to know what Darren was doing, and then I saw Darren was involved with Cassandra, so I went over to the Goth household and figured out, Lord and behold, Cassandra is married. Now you guys might be like, what? Cassandra married to who? Cassandra is married to Dawn. Now, this is the thing I do not get, right? This is the thing I do not get. Dawn is not the type to marry, so I am confused as to why he is married to Cassandra in the first place. A lot of people's gameplay, Dawn actually runs away from the altar. He leaves Cassandra at the altar before he gets married. Had him and Cassandra, we do some hanky-panky before the wedding, and I guess that prompted them to stay in the relationship, and it prompted him to want to get married to her. So he didn't leave her. In fact, he just married her. But oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, right? Just oh boy. I'm not gonna start off with poor Dawn here. I think it's more fun if we just start with the least dramatic Sims, right? So this is Mortimer Goth. He is about 61 days old, and he is a knowledge aspiration Sim. He wants to max out 7 skills. That's his lifetime want. And if we take a look, he maxed out almost 4, technically. 7, 2, 4, 6. He wants to, wait, 3, 4. Sorry, my math is not very good. He wants to max them out all. So I think what I'll do with Mortimer in this Let's Play, I mean, he's the least problematic besides his relationship with Dina, which is kind of weird. But I'll talk about that later. But he's the least problematic sim out of all of them, to be honest. That's how I feel, at least. Enough money to sustain himself. He doesn't do any weird shit. He just wants to be the best at everything. He just wants to learn all the skills. So honestly, all I'm really going to do with Mortimer here is I'm probably going to spend my time... excuse me, I'm probably going to spend my time having him learn some of the different skills. So I'll probably, you know, cooking is going to go by itself, not really a problem. Cleaning, it's already done. Creativity, but I think I'll focus a bit on body and charisma next, because Cassandra did marry Dawn, and Dawn is a very charismatic and a very athletic sim, so that only makes sense. He's even dreaming about muscles. Like, okay. Now, if we take a look at Mortimer's relationships, it's like the last thing I'll do for Mortimer, at least. He, of course, well, we all know he, I didn't even check out his memories. We'll have to do that too. I'm kind of all over the place today. He has a relationship with obviously his 2 children, Cassandra and Alexander. And Dawn, he doesn't really know Dawn very well. He doesn't really have an opinion on Dawn. He's kind of surprised that Cassandra went for Dawn. But at the same time, after Bella disappeared, he's just been very grateful for all the good things happening. So he's not even too bothered about who she's marrying and what. He's just happy that she got married. He got to be there to see her get married, and she's happy, and that's all he cares about. Now, he does have a relationship with Dina Caliente, and I was thinking, like, why would Mortimer Goth, who's not a romantic sim to say the least, would get into a relationship with a younger sim? Now, I'm not saying younger sims and older people cannot be in a relationship, but usually when an older sim and a younger sim get into a relationship, it's usually because either he's a sugar daddy, she's a sugar baby, maybe she's in it for the money. But I like to believe that Mortimer Goth is not exactly the type that would just... I'm going to have him study some mechanical, by the way. Just waking up at 3 a.m. in the morning to read some books. Some of the favorite, the things he loves doing, right? I like to believe that he has some sort of agreement with Dina. Like, Dina is obviously a very beautiful woman, right? And he met her and he fell in love, but he doesn't want to get married again. He doesn't want another wife. Bella was literally the love of his life, and he would never want someone else. He doesn't want any children anymore. He doesn't want anything. Just wants to be retired and sometimes get a little woohoo here and there, some love and some affection, but for the rest, doesn't really give a shit. That Mortimer and Dina are in some kind of sugar daddy, sugar baby kind of relationship. And she's totally fine with that. And she loves money, right? She loves money, and she's in it for the money. She's not going to inherit everything or anything. Despite that Dina, I think, wants to marry Mortimer, I am not going to allow that. I don't think Mortimer wants to get married. I don't think he's the type of sim that would get remarried. Bella was the love of his life, and that's just how it's going to be. But they are in a very good relationship together. Like I said, Dina, I think, may want to take it a step further. She may want to actually get married because she does want more money. But Mortimer is setting his foot down. It's like, yo, I'm spoiling you with my riches. You get new clothing, new jewelry whenever you come over. You're just gonna have to take it or leave it. And she does take it. Take a look at his memories, like I always do in the first episodes. He has been around for a very, very long time, and him and Bella have been together for a very long time. There's obviously a few things that have happened. Obviously, he got his children, and he grew up well, whatever, right? And he earned 50,000. He was doing really, really well. And then he got Cassandra got engaged. Really happy about that. He got retired. Cassandra got married, happy about that. He learned how to make omelets, very important. So it's kind of all about Mr. Mortimer here. I know the first episodes are always a little bit like getting to know the characters, but I find it very important for me to make accurate storylines. So hopefully you guys are okay with that. I never really ask it anyway in my Let's Plays. I'm never confirming you guys are okay with this, but this is just how I like to do my first episodes. So I'm gonna send him over to take a bubble bath and have him use the bathroom, and then perhaps he can come downstairs and fill the bowl of little Blackie here. I'll talk about the cat in just a little bit as well. So Alexander Goth is going to be a teenager in 1 day. So today he's actually aging up in a teenager, but I don't think I have enough time to really go and play with them very much. I'll just have to kind of see if we do that, but I might just, you know, do another part. Anyway, so ambulances. So he's too young to have an aspiration want, but he just wants to grow up. Let me see. So Cassandra turned out to be a very family sim, right? A very family related sim. Very knowledge aspiration. I am not sure what Alexander would be, so let me just take a look at him so I know exactly. So he doesn't have much memories, but he is someone who does really well and he got into private school, so that's nice. He is a nature sim, and let me see what his interests are, right? So environment, he doesn't have much interest in money, so he's definitely not a gold, what's the word? A wealthy, I forgot the aspiration that goes for money, but it'll come back to me. He likes school, he likes toys, he likes culture, doesn't really like crime. Does he like, there's no family related things, right? So animals he likes, not so much food. Okay, so are there any playful? So I also don't feel like he wants to study all the time. He's very outgoing, so maybe he could be a pleasure sim. It could be a pleasure sim. Let's take a look at his interest, pleasure. So what's kind of pleasure related? Toys? Sci-fi? Yeah, I think he would be a pleasure sim. So let's we have established that. Much to say about Alexander, he's still very young. He's not, I don't really know much about him. But the only thing that I do notice is that he doesn't really know Dawn, and he doesn't really seem to like Dawn. He seems very cautious of Dawn. He almost feels like he cannot trust Dawn. And there's something about Dawn, I say Dawn a lot, but there's something about Dawn that just makes him feel like he's up to something. Nobody really has a problem, not even Mortimer has a problem with Dawn, but Alexander feels like he's on to Dawn. Like he feels like there's something about Mr. Dawn here that's not exactly right. And he's very happy that Cassandra got married, but he's also like, there is something really wrong about Dawn here. Now, let me just talk about the kitty for a second, just in between. So this is Kitty. This kitty is called Blackie. Now, Blackie was actually a wedding gift that Cassandra and Dawn got, and Alexander has been really, really happy with the kitty. He always wanted a pet. Cassandra wanted a pet, and she also wants a baby, so I guess a pet is the first step, right? Like a little, you know, like, oh, let's expand our family. So I really, I don't know, I just really like the cat. There's nothing to say about the cat besides that I really like the cat. So I like the cat. That's Blackie. So I got interrupted, so I'm not sure where we left off, but I was talking, I think, about Don Lothario and his wishes. So Don has a wish to be in the athletics career. So naturally, I made him change his job and actually gave him the proper one. So he is now a team mascot in the athletics career, and he has an enthusiasm, a hobby enthusiasm for fitness. Now, you know what? Sometimes your microphone could just be in the way of everything. Well, today is one of those days where I just feel like everything is in the way. Either way. So talking a little bit more about Dawn and nice Mortimer, why don't you come over here and clean this up? I feel like Mortimer is the type of sim that cleans up everything. He doesn't even have a maid. Like, imagine, he has so many riches and he doesn't have a maid because he's like, fuck maids. Who needs that, right? Who needs this? So Dawn, let me take a look at his memories. I already kind of know what the fuck is on, but let me just get him upstairs to his little man cave and start working out. So Dawn has a memory. He's also been around here for quite a long time, and like many, his parents have died, which is nice. He has a relationship, well, not a relationship, but he's in love, or not even a love, he just has a fling with like 4 people, right? He actually got rejected for makeup with Bella, which is kind of funny because he tried to get with Mortimer's wife, right? And he couldn't. So it's like kind of funny how that works, because now he's living with Mortimer without Bella there. It would have just been awkward, I guess, if Bella was there. Dawn, is that really all the workout you're going to do? Get back on, bish. I'm not done with you. So he's been really, really active. It doesn't look like he's even wanting to. Let me just do some jumping then. I want him to work on his skills, but he's like, nah, I'm just not gonna do that. So let's just have him. Is that thing that's floating? That's nice. So let me take a look at some of his other. What is he doing? Is he not happy? Let's just have him watch TV then. I don't know what's up with Dawn today anyway. So he's gonna watch some TV. So as I was saying, Dawn has a few memories, a lot of memories about people and doing things with people. What is up with him today? He doesn't seem like he wants to do something for long. Interesting. Anyway, so he has a very bad wish, a very bad memory. I keep saying wish for some reason. He has a very bad memory of getting engaged to Cassandra. Now, I don't even know who proposed to who, but let's just say that he probably got caught up in the moment and was like, oh yeah, well, yeah, we're sure we're gonna get married, and then all of a sudden they were engaged. And then he had an affair with Kaylin, of course. He met Mortimer, he made out with Cassandra, he got married, but getting married to Cassandra was actually not a bad thing for him, and this is the confusing part. He also has a job, of course, because I made him have a job, and he did a woohoo with Cassandra, the first one as well, and he has like 6 best friends, which is kind of funny. Anyway, so if we take a look at his at his life, basically, he has a few interesting things. So he's married to Cassandra, like we said, and it is a good memory, which is like weird because he doesn't seem like the type to settle down. But there is a theory that I have that I'll get into in just a second. The most recent person he met was Dagmar Bertino, or Dagmar, depending how you want to say that. Things happening like always. All right, so he wants the room. Okay, clean up then, Dawn. Don't complain. Just clean up the house. He's like, why are you making me do this? Let's get a maid. Like, Dawn, no, Dawn, this is not how we do it here. Just because we have money doesn't mean we have a maid. You're gonna do your fair share of work. The recent person he met is Dagmar, and he is in love with her. He doesn't have a kiss with her. He hasn't shared a kiss with her. He hasn't shared a woohoo with her. He hasn't done anything. Then I think his first love or his first something relationship was with Nenna, and I think Dina came afterwards, and I think Kaylin came after that, and after Kaylin, no, actually I think Cassandra came before Kaylin, but he had an affair with Kaylin after Cassandra, and then after Cassandra came Bertino. So he's been busy. He's been really fucking busy. Now the most confusing part, like I said, is not the fact that he is in love with Cassandra. Like, I don't think it's weird for him to be in love with Cassandra. I don't actually think there's anything weird at all about loves. But the thing that gets me the most is the fact that Dawn does not have a bad memory of having or getting married to Cassandra. And there's a few options, a few theories, I suppose, that I kind of have about Dawn. So I believe that Dawn genuinely loves Cassandra. Like, I don't think that he has a fake love with any of the girls that he has. He loves them all individually very differently. But if we take a look at everyone that Dawn is attracted to, they all have something in common. We all know that Dina and Nina are 2 very spontaneous girls. They're very outgoing. They're very wild and crazy. We all know that Kaylin had an affair with Daniel Pleasant, so she's also very... She has a reputation, let's just put it like that. Now, I'm not sure what is up with Bertino, but he does have different interests in different people. But these three, Dina, Nina, and Kaylin, kind of have similar things about them, especially Dina. Because Dina is also messing with Mortimer, so technically Dina and Kaylin are the same. I'm not exactly sure what about Nina, jeez, okay. Dina and Kaylin are the same. I'm not sure about Nina. There we go. Like I said, for Bertino, I don't really know her yet. He just recently met her, so it could just be, why would he call Darren? This is weird. But I guess we'll just figure out eventually what he likes about Bertino, or like maybe she's crazy. I don't really know her yet. But the thing is, Cassandra does not really fit the picture. There was something about Cassandra that Dawn made him fall in love with her completely. He wasn't he didn't expect himself to fall in love with Cassandra at all, but it just kind of happened. And I think what has happened is that at one point when he was with Cassandra, he genuinely felt like this was the best thing ever. And then he got engaged to her and he had second thoughts. He was like, but am I even capable of marrying someone? I don't think I can settle. I think after getting engaged to her, and I'm realizing that after, you know, being with Kaylin and, oh my god, and making out with other people as well, that there was something about Cassandra that he really, really, really liked, and that just kept drawing him to her. So I think that in a way the engagement was a mistake, but once he was engaged to her and he got married to her, it turned into a pleasant memory. A part of him was like thinking, you know what, maybe I can actually settle down. Maybe I can be with her. I love her. She's so great. Maybe I can actually be a married man. Like maybe I can finally settle down. I don't know. Maybe this is just a new path for me. But oh boy, that was not the case. After getting married, all of a sudden he just had more wishes to be not committed and woohoo with different sims and be in love again and go on dates. And he's kind of embarrassed about himself. I mean, I know it sounds probably really weird, but I feel like he is kind of embarrassed about all of this. I feel like Don is a good person on the inside, but he struggles keeping the same girlfriends for long. He just struggles in general with relationships, and he finds it very hard to be committed. So there is a slight issue in his life that he needs to work through. And the problem is as well is that he loves Cassandra. So now he's like, do I keep my life a secret? Like, do I keep on living my life like I am single even though I'm married? Do I keep on doing what I have been doing, or am I going to just divorce Cassandra and go back to the life that I have? Because he does kind of like it here. It's very it's very relaxed having a lot of money, right? Like, obviously it's very relaxed. But I also feel like he wants to give married life a chance. I know he's a romance sim, but I just feel like he could and he should give it he should give the married life a chance. After all, it is a pleasant memory. It's not a bad memory. So maybe Dawn, is actually marriage potential. But the only problem now is that Dawn is kind of faced with a problem. He wants to do more with other people. So he probably will do that because that's just what he's used to. So he is going to do that, right? He's going to do that. He's going to be himself. And to be honest, he has made himself a little man cave. You guys saw a little bit of it, but this is Dawn, his man cave. It looks really wrong, but I love it for that. He has a little hearts on the wall, heart balloons. He has a picture of a beautiful woman, candles everywhere. This is Dawn's room. Nobody really uses the upstairs floor, and you know, we're gonna be family now. Can I potentially, you know, decorate or can I use the upstairs, you know, as my workout room for my job? And Mortimer was like, yeah, sure. Nobody ever comes there. Being Bella used to use it a lot because there's a telescope up here, but it no longer feels like it is needed because, like I said, Bella's gone and nobody really comes here anymore. So yeah, it's pretty empty right now. Now, like I said, concerns Dawn most. Out of all the things, there's just one that's just way above the other ones. Cassandra wants to have a baby, and preferably with Dawn. Now, here's the problem. Dawn, like I said, is trying to give married life a chance, right? He tries to give it a chance because he genuinely wants to see if it's for him, and he does love Cassandra. There's something about her that he even agreed to marry her and that he enjoyed it and he was happy with it at one point, so he needs to give it a good try. At least try to be the man that he promised Cassandra he is, you know? Cassandra wants a baby, right? If Cassandra wants a baby, and Dawn is going to be like, no. Maybe she's going to find out that he has like 4 other girls, right? So he feels like he should play along, but that playing along is exactly what scares him. Because what if he plays along and she wants like 6 children? Oh fuck, he aged up. I forgot. But he's going to end up with 6 babies that he doesn't want when. Like, what if he realizes he doesn't want to be with Alexander? Things are not going very great for him. But like I said, what if Cassandra wants like 6 babies, right? Very, very, very afraid that if she does and he ends up not liking the married life is going to end up being a dad, and I don't even think something like being a dad is something that he wants. I don't know, he doesn't have any wishes for it, but Cassandra is very, very, very persistent. Let's just call it like that. She's very persistent, and she's like, I think it's time to expand her family. I think it's time to have a child. And I think once again, Dawn is letting Cassandra talk him into something he doesn't like. Just how he got talked into marriage and engagement, something he wasn't really up for either. But something about Cassandra is really interesting to Dawn, because no matter what she does, he can't be mad at her. He wants to make her happy. He almost like come on, the man is marrying Cassandra while he doesn't even want to be married in the first place. So what is it about Cassandra that makes Dawn unable to say no? Cassandra is going to try for a baby. She hopes to get pregnant really soon because she does want to be a mother. I don't think she has a big wish to marry, not marry, but to have multiple children. She wants 6 grandchildren, so even just having 1 kid could do that if the kid has 6 kids, of course. So I am going to make them try for baby, and I'm going to tell you guys a little bit more about Cassandra before I really end this part. A lot of explanations, but you know. So Cassandra is in the field researchers or the science career, just like her mother. She has a few skill points to get, but I think she's going to promote in the next episode. She's always been trying to figure out what happened to her mother, but she's never really truly, of course, been able to figure it out. Take a look at her memories. She has a memory of Bella getting abducted, which is kind of weird because she has a memory that is quite negative. But if you look at Mortimer, his wish, I keep saying wish, you guys, I'm so sorry, but his memory of Bella getting abducted is in the green. That's interesting, isn't that? Either way. Kids, she fell in love with Dawn, but here's the catch, right? She after literally, right? After getting married to Dawn, she had a date with Darren and she fell in love with him. But the thing is, right? She and Darren have been childhood friends. They have been together for super, super long, to the point that they're just really, really, really good friends. And there's nothing more than that, really. At least she never thought there was more. Cassandra, what I get from Cassandra and her bio is that she's a very oblivious sim. She's very quiet, mysterious. Nobody knows what she's thinking, but she must also be really oblivious. I think everyone in town knows what kind of Casanova Dawn is, right? Literally everyone but Cassandra knows what kind of person Dawn is, and she has no clue that he has 4 other girls, even if he brings them home into his little man cave, which he specifically made to get girls. This is not a man cave just to have room for yourself. This is literally the cave of, I'm gonna bring people here, nobody's gonna know what I'm doing. It's like my secret women cave, or my secret cave of what you call that? Incombulation? Is that a word? Am I just making up a word now? Incombulation? Okay, I'm probably making up a word. Sorry, English is not my first language. Either way, we also need to kind of make over this house, but whatever. There's so much things I want to talk about that I'll probably talk about in the next episodes as well. But just to kind of round things up, she did fall in love with Darren. But the thing is, she and Darren have been together as friends for so long, right? And then Dawn came along, and unlike Darren, he's very hinting. He hints that he likes her. He hints this, he hints that. He's not direct. And Dawn is just a sim that's very direct. He wants something, he's gonna get it. He's not going to wait around and hope that it comes his way. No, he's going to get that done, and he's going to go for the girl he wants. He's very charismatic like that. So it wasn't hard for Cassandra to figure out that Dawn liked her. Now, when she got married, the first thing she wanted to do is, of course, invite over Darren. But he insisted, Mr. Dawn insisted of having a private wedding, which I can understand. Imagine everyone finding out he's married. I mean, they're going to find out anyway, but he at least wanted to try and deny it, just have a chance of denying it. You can't really deny it if your friends are coming over, the whole neighborhood sees you getting married. It's kind of hard to do that. She wanted nothing else but to go and tell Darren. So she told Darren after Darren conveniently asked her out on a date, like a friendly date, and something happened during the date that made her just feel like, oh, there was something during the day that happened that made her fall in love with Darren, but she's not really sure of herself. Even now, she has a want to flirt with Darren. But the thing is, like I said, she's married now, so she's not going to pursue it. I don't feel Cassandra is the type to pursue something when she is married. She doesn't strike me as a cheating person, so she's not going to do that. But she keeps her mind going, like me and Darren? How would that be? Like, she can't stop thinking about it. There's something about it that makes her think about it. And this part here, but I want you guys to tell me what you think, what is going on and what will be going on. So let me know what you think about Cassandra and Darren together. I also want you guys to let me know what you think about Dawn and Cassandra. Like, what's the reason Dawn liked getting married to Cassandra? And why he said yes, and why it's a positive memory, and why he's still here, but also why would he continue wanting to cheat when he also wanted to get married, right? There's just a lot of things that I'm just like, But in the next episode, we're definitely going to explore some of those things. I want Dawn to maybe invite over some of his girlfriends. I think we're going to find out if Cassandra is pregnant. And then let's dive in a little deeper with Mortimer and Dina, because that'll be fun. And Alexander, you know what I would like? I know it may sound a little bit weird, but what do you think? What do you guys think of Alexander Goth and perhaps Lucy Burb? I think Lucy, I mean, I don't know if he likes boys or girls, but if he likes a girl, let's say, I know Lucy is about to become a teen, so technically they could be together. I wonder if they'll be a cute couple or not. I definitely want to try seeing if they have chemistry. I think that'll be fun. Maybe if he likes a boy. I don't have any gay Sims as far as I know in this town yet, so I'm not sure if there is even a boy available, but if you guys can think of a teen that may be gay that Alexander could be with, if he is gay, I'm not sure, then please do let me know. I think I'll be interesting for that. I mean, he doesn't have a family wish, he doesn't necessarily need to have a girl either. And even if he, was a family, so he can still adopt, so it's not really that much of a problem. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end this long part here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next part. Bye-bye!